All right, welcome. We are going to run down the D1 and D3 state ranked wrestlers based off of Bucksman, Josh Lowe, and Burrow fans' rankings. So we're going to run through those, give some thoughts on some of the kids, not
Yeah,
all of them,
yeah.
and we'll go from there. Before we start, though, I want to give us a shout out. If you could follow us on Twitter at EOWL Spotlight.
Aren't they gonna see this on Twitter?
They are, but
Do we need to shout out for Twitter?
well, maybe they came to us from a different thing. This is
What,
on our YouTube.
what other portals do we have?
YouTube.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, we have an email, EOWLspotlight at gmail.com.
I don't think anyone uses email anymore.
It's not a popular form, but here's my thought with it.
What?
If they have some thoughts, they want to give us some information, something we missed,
They
messed
just tweet
up.
it. They would just tweet at us.
Yeah, but maybe they don't want that public.
Okay, you can go. You can go kind of direct message, right, or private message.
Right, but I'm thinking I know some of the guys in
I like
this
that you're
league.
over planning for this.
Some of the guys in this league don't have Twitter.
You're right.
Old guys like you.
I know there is.
Helm's not running around on Twitter.
No, weren't you impressed that I knew tweet though? I'm big in the Twitter
You've
world.
got a couple. I saw
do.
them yesterday.
I
You
do.
got some
I do.
fake accounts going on.
Maybe they're fake. That's allegedly. That's
So you
fake.
could hit us up there. But we're gonna kick it off here with D1 state ranked wrestlers, and the first state ranked wrestler is Gus Sutton from Austintown Fitch. He is a junior this year. Bucksman has him 7th. Burrow fan has him 3rd. I tend to lean towards Burrow fan myself. At least in the case of Gus, I think he's higher up than 7th.
You think he's better than Josh Lowe?
In a wrestling match?
No, I'm just saying in their rankings.
No,
Who's
not
the better ranker?
I would go Bucksman.
I would too.
But in this case,
I love Burrow fan, but I go Bucksman every time.
I don't know that I love him. I don't even know him. But in this case, I would side with Burrow.
I love the website. I love Burrow fan's website.
I do too. He does a nice job.
Incredible, and
Nice
I almost see them as different guys doing the same thing. But I would lean towards Bucksman.
Yeah, overall, I would definitely say I would lean towards Bucksman. Might be a little biased because love Josh.
We know
Lowe.
Josh, yeah, and it would be
Tremendous
nice
guy.
to meet Mr. Schaefer there because he does an incredible job. So.
I would agree.
Okay, good. Sorry.
That's all right.
I don't want to step on Gus because he's a great kid. Go ahead.
Great kid. Like I said, junior from Fitch. Placed last year at state. Kind of came out of nowhere. Not really for us that know him, but I think statewide. He took 5th D1. I think it was a four out of district, and might have upset the Mason, the kid from Mason, which was a big thing, and then just kept that rolling from there. Then over the summer, he was a cadet All-American out in
so hard to do. Yeah,
right. That's
not
very
kid.
common. So look for big things again from him this year. And as you mentioned a couple times, just a great kid as well. Besides being a great wrestler, phenomenal kid.
And I would say too, we're talking about D1. D1 is there's only 2 teams in the league of only 25, 26 teams that are Division 1 in wrestling. And so this is a little shorter segment. We wanted to maybe combine D1 with D3. Maybe we just give D1 their own section here because we're talking about 4 guys today. I think they're all legitimate, really tough kids. You want to talk about Michael?
Yeah, I can talk about Mike. The next ranked kid is 170 pounds, Mike Faree. He is also from Austintown Fitch. Is a senior. Bucksman has him at 5th, Burrow fan at 6th. So obviously they're close to being in agreement there. He's a state qualifier. Another kid that's a hard worker.
Yeah.
We've watched him kind of develop.
We have, yeah.
For the time he was a freshman until his senior year. Took 2nd at the league last year, losing to Giorgio, which obviously is nothing to put your head down about. But a hard worker, great kid. So I think he'll be on the podium.
He's gonna have a great year. It matters to him. That's why I think it's important.
Yeah.
I'll pick it up here with Michael O'Horo. He's a junior from Boardman. We've had the pleasure of kind of seeing these guys in the league, and I think the total number of state ranked kids is somewhere around 45 and 43 in the state, 4 in Division 1. Michael O'Horo, a great football player, just a stud athlete, great quarterback, tough as nails. Know the family, know the kid. You don't get in these rankings with Burrow or Bucksman unless you're doing the work here. This sport of ours is just too tough to they don't hand out rankings, and so I would say Michael's going to have a great year. I think he's putting a little bit too much pressure on himself. I read an article the other day about last year he didn't make it down there, and it kind of broke that streak that Dom had, which I don't think is certainly any shame in that. At some point, streaks come to an end.
Sure.
But start a new one, Michael. We'd like to see you down there on the podium as
Absolutely.
well. And good. You want to finish up with number 4?
Yeah, and the last is Tyler Petrie at heavyweight. Bucksman has him 12th, Burrow fan 11th, senior. I believe he was maybe a match away. Maybe he might have lost last year in the go-to match in the blood round to go to state. Great kid. I believe he goes to Mooney, but he lives in Austintown.
I don't know that.
I think that might be the case. Maybe, hopefully, I'm not speaking out of turn there, but I believe so. I saw him at the scrimmage at Canfield. Looked great. Had a motor and was going. So
heavyweight's going to be action at the league. There's tons of kids that are state ranked.
Yeah.
And you would think after last year's incredible class,
you lose Sharp and Giordano and those guys.
And then now you got Madlock going down to 220, and you got a lot of really good heavyweights. Right. So that's going to be good. That wraps it up for our D1 kind of preseason rankings, and then we'll move on to D2 and D3. Thanks a lot.